Hi guys, it's Lisa again. I'm just doing today a quick live. I won't be on long because I've got lots to do, but I just wanted to show you the results of the pour that we did yesterday. So first of all, I'm going to do this chest set. This is the half chest set that we did. We added a little bit of glitter. I'll just unmold them all first and then I'll show you them. The king hasn't come out well because the star wasn't. So the king and queen actually look the same, slightly. The queen's got a little bobble on her head. The king's supposed to have a cross, but it's a very, very thin one and the resin didn't actually go into it. So we've got king and queen there. We could actually use that one as the king with a little bobble on and that plain one as the queen. They've got a slight glitter to them. Let's have a look. There's the pawns. There's a castle and the pawn. So this is a full set and they've all got slight glitter in them. They've come out really nice. I'm pleased with those. We've got no, there's one bubble in that. The knights and the bishops have come out lovely. There's the knight. And this one's the bishop, and this one's got a little burn mark from the must have got too close with the match when I was getting rid of the bubbles. It doesn't affect it. So they're real pretty. So they will all get checked over, made sure there's no sharp edges, cut off any extra bits, and they'll be put into a box for the chest set for the next half. Now this is the chest set, the full chest set, and this I took the bishop out to see how it was going, and he has come out beautifully. The colour is amazing. I love that colour. It's just going to be difficult. We need another bishop, another knight, and another load of pawns. So we're going to have to try and match the colour 3, 4, quite a number of times over. So what I'm going to do next time is I'll try and match the colour, but I'll count how many scoops or whatever I put in. So it's a shame they don't send you a full set so that you can get the colours out. So this is they are split down the edges, these moulds, which makes it easier to get them out, but you have to put elastobands around it to keep it closed while it's in the resin's in there. So there's the king. These are lovely moulds. They just need sanding off at the bottom, or I suppose you could dome them, but I think I'll just sand them. They'll be easier to sand these than dome them. There we have the knight. Isn't he gorgeous? That's lovely. Oops. And we have queen. And let's see what else have we got. We should have a castle and a pawn. Ooh. So there's a little pawn. That's quite cute, I like that. And then we have the castle. And that's come out well as well. Okay. Got a little bit of overspill in the gap, which will just cut off, or scrape off even. Hiya, Jackie. It's in the wash at the minute. I am going to check it in a little while. It needs to come out and go in the dryer. I forgot about it. And I will. I'll put all my new things on. The one thing I'm worried about is duplicating this colour, because I need another 7 pawns, another bishop, another knight, and another castle. So those 4 there, I need to reduplicate at least once, and then the pawn I've got to do it, and I've got to repeat that colour that many times. So I've got to at least match the colour 7 times. And I just sort of guessed what I put in, so that's going to be a bit difficult. But we'll manage, we'll get something similar, if nothing else. I think that's a little bit uneven as well at the top, so we'll just sand the top of that castle down. But ultimately, I'm pleased with the way they've come out. I think it's a nice chess set. I just think they should have sent the whole set rather than just the main characters that you have to duplicate all the time. But that's another, so they'll be put somewhere safe until I can manage to duplicate the colour. Let's move on to my Darth Vaders. This is Han Solo, and the colour that this turned out is what I would say pretty good for the match of what it would look like on the video. If anything, I'm going to just brush over some bronze micro powder, and that's true, I could make them into keyrings. That's such a good idea. Thank you very much, Jackie. So that's Han Solo, and then we have 3 small ones, and they've all come out really well. So we have, so they make nice little key rings, cover minders if people are into Star Wars. I don't know what I'll do with the big one, but it could just be a collectible really for people who like the Star Wars. We then got the Darth Vader heads, and again they've come out lovely. The detail on them is really good. There is a lot of detail on there, and I think that colour's come out nice for that as well, adding that bit black to the original colour. So this is all I did, was kept adding colour, because this is that colour added with black, and then that's added a load of bronze to it, or it was the other way around. So just adding different colours, you can come up, different micro powder colours, you can come up with your own colours that work really well, and that really looks like the, it's a matte, it's not shiny, so it does look like the helmet, the Darth Vader helmet. So I'm really pleased with that. I think they've come out lovely, and we've got 6 of them. Then we've got our BB-8. So we did him in white. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to research it and make sure I match the orange, the colours, onto that and paint it on. So we have a proper BB-8. And I think he'll be quite cute. I'm trying, yeah, what I could do as well is do another one in the white and put him on the back so we have a full BB-8. I'm not sure whether you could sell them, to be honest. That's a good question. That's a good question. That's a very good question. I'll have to look into that, whether I could sell them, because again, it's copyright laws. It's something I might just have to give away to people. Oh, it's a waste of molds now if I can't sell them, innit? Never mind. They're fun little items. Let's look at our bulldog. Oh, this is going to be difficult to get out. There we go. He's got his little tongue sticking out. He's got a whitish chest, and hi Mandy, anything with copyright laws you cannot sell, only gift, right? Hi Mandy, thank you for that information. So the Star Wars, they will have a copyright on them. So without permission, I won't be able to sell them. So as I say, I'll be gifting them away, won't I? This is our little bulldog. He's got like, what I did was put white in first, then I added the blue colour, and then put a little bit more white in the bottom. I was aiming to try and get a white head, but the white head hasn't worked. We've just got white patch around here, which is fine. We need to put his eyes and paint his tongue because his tongue's blue, and that's just not right. So we'll paint his little tongue that's sticking out. We'll give him a nose, a couple of eyes, and see how that goes. But it's come out fine. There's a lot of little tiny bubble holes because we can't get into that. But it just looks like the fur. It just molds in with the fur, which is all right. The mould itself is really detailed. I like it. I'm quite pleased with that. It needs sanding because those paws particularly are quite sharp, so we'll have to sand that down and get that nice and smooth, and we'll just sand that by rubbing it on the sandpaper basically. But he's cute, isn't he? And I think the colours for the blue is quite good, and then mixing it with that little bit of white. So that's my little bulldog. We then just used up some resin with our little turtle, and he had some micro powders just painted into the shell. And that's him. Our little dragon, that's absolutely minute, which I was quite disappointed of. I can't remember how much I paid for this. £3 something, I think it was. And it's like minute. But he is cute, and the detail on him is really good. So he'll make a nice little charm on a key ring, or a handbag charm, something like that. Now let's look at this disaster. Again, it leaked, so we're going to have, sorry, it's coming out. So what I'm going to do is top it up with more resin, but we'll have a look and see how it turned out. Always put it back in the mould. Nina, could you plug the charger in for me, please? So there's our dies dropped to the bottom. It's got an edge on it, which will just, that's the bit that leaks through the eye, so that just peels off. So the die that drop of dye is just dropped to the bottom, but you can see there, it's sort of got a vein running through it, and the red's really shown up on the flowers. I don't know whether I like it, but it was an experiment at the time, both for those flowers. And so I think next time I'll put a bit of micro powder in the bottom of it. You can see the stamen hanging in the middle in places. Can you see that? There. Oops. But I'm not so keen on that. I'm not happy with that, so I might not even finish it off. I think it's not worth the lamp, the light. Although we could have a look to see it on top of the light stand, but I'm not going to keep them together. But I will use this mould again, and what I'll do is I'll either use some elastic bands because they worked well on this, or glue it. Try and find some glue that'll seal it together. So that's our little sphere. And then finally we have our chessboard. So this is our chessboard. It's not as thick as I would like, but it is as thick as the mould. So what I might do is make another clear one and put them both together. But that is our chessboard. And I'm actually really pleased with that. As you can see, it's That's the front. It's got these little like lines that are actually indented into the resin. Some of the bubbles I have managed to get rid of. There's a few around the edges there. But all in all, it's a lovely piece. And I think once you get those chest pieces on, it'll look quite good. I'm very pleased with that. So that's all of the items that we did yesterday. It felt like I did a lot more, but no. So I think I'll dome this. It feels slightly thick at one side than the other, so I think I'll dome it. Make sure it's level. Looks the same thickness all the way around, but I will put another layer on the top, because this bit's a bit rough at this side, but it's quite smooth at the other. So I'll dome it, make sure that this side's all level, and then it'll be ready to go. So I'm looking forward to seeing that in working order. So that's good. So I'm ultimately pleased with what we did yesterday. As I say, I've got concerns about duplicating the colour, and for the chest pieces, but we can't now sell. We just realised we can't sell any of the Star Wars bits, but I can gift them away, so that's fine, because I do a lot of gifts. In fact, I tend to gift myself rather than sell it, to be honest with you. So that's it, guys. So I'm going to leave it there, because I've got to go out at 1 o'clock, and I've still got jobs and bits and bobs I need to do. Excuse my hair, look a right mess, but never mind. Yep, and on that note, I'm going to love you and leave you. Please remember to hit the thumbs up button, share the video so other people get to see the creations I've made. And if anybody likes anything they see and they would like some of the Star Wars stuff, please let me know, and I'll get it sent out to you. As I say, there'll be no cost for the Star Wars unless you want to give something towards postage and packaging. But, you know, if you'd like to have one of these little pieces, let me know. I'll finish them up. And you can have one. Let's see, keep your fingers crossed that I can duplicate the colour for the chest set. If not, as Jackie suggested, they might just be going into key rings. I think they'll actually make nice key rings. And that's it. So thank you very much for watching. I'll see you guys later. Thanks, bye. Thanks, loves, bye. Got that all wrong, but never mind. Thanks for watching.